Hello, Flosstube. Well, we're starting off with Buster. I was literally sitting here on the couch setting up to film really quick, and he hopped up in my lap and he was like, "I'm ready. Let's do this." Isn't that right, sir? My intention was to do kind of a vlog style, and I'm going to piece a few of these together for the second half of my mania, which is going to be trying to work on all of my whips. He's just going to snuggle into my lap. So let's get started with that. I completed or got 9 projects started the first half of May, and the second half of May is going to be entirely things I already had projects going. So the first thing that I worked on for my second half of Mania was something that it had been a while since I had worked on. I may try to pop the last time that I worked on this up on the screen. So today is, crap, I usually refer to my phone, which is what I'm filming this on. Today is Sunday, May the, don't judge me, people. It's the first Sunday after the 15th. So I worked on Hawk Run Hollow. Buster said you're covering me up with fabric. I'm over this. So Hawk Run Hollow is going to be a big piece. This is the top half. There's going to be 6 more squares below. I was supposed to be doing like a square a month. I completely overestimated my want to devote that much time to this and my ability to devote that much time to this. And then, as you guys will know, a lot of stuff happened in my life in December and January, and damn it, I'm doing things that make me happy. Not that this doesn't make me happy, but if I don't feel like stitching on it, I'm not going to stitch on it. So, but because it had been so long since I worked on this, I decided it was going to be my first second half of Mania piece. So I came in and did the border on this square. Speaking of which, this was supposed to be the March square. It's May. Whatever. So I came in and did the border on this piece and then started filling in the ground. This piece is supposed to look like this. I'm going to do a lot of changes to this piece in the top part because that's a lot of little men on horses floating around that I think is kind of weird. I'm okay with this horse, but men on horses flying through the sky kind of weirds me out. And I want to say somebody else on Instagram said the same thing, that they were like, that's weird. I don't know if I'm going to do that. So I'm still working out in my head the edits that I'm going to make. I see some more birds, since this is Hawk Run Hollow, being put in the air instead of horses, but we'll see. So I spent 2 days on this and got that far. And then the next piece that I moved to is probably the piece that's been the longest since I've worked on. And that is the Red and the Black 2 by Prairie Moon. Here's what that is supposed to look like. And it's been so long since I worked on it. I'm actually doing this on the called for linen, just in a different count. So this is Lakeside Linen's Vintage Autumn Gold. But instead of 40 count, which I now know precisely how I feel about 40 count, this is a 32. Here's where I am so far. I worked on this. Well, I'll get to that in a second, how long I worked on this. I did not have but like a teeny tiny bit of this filled in. So I filled in both of these motifs, the centerpiece, and I stitched this in, this line, and came around. It's such a pretty piece. This is going to be beautiful when it's done. And just for those who aren't familiar with it, look how pretty that is. And just, there's a part of my brain that really enjoys things that are patterned and have a, where the pattern reflects and balances on each side. You know the word I'm looking for. That one. I can't brain today, but I really enjoy that. So I don't know why I've set this one aside for so long. If I'll look up when the last time I worked on this was, which was last year sometime, and try to pop that on the screen. But I love it. What I am not going to do, which I've mentioned before, is this one has, obviously it's called the red and the black, is because the stitching is only in red and black. I'm not going to do the red. I just wasn't feeling it. So where the red is on this, again, where the red is on this, the little pops of red, I'm going to do a really vibrant green. Like, not like a neon lime green, but green. So imagine that in your head. So there's that. Yesterday I was supposed to switch to my Heaven and Earth design Summer, which is based on a painting, Summer by Alphonse Mucha. I didn't. There's more than one reason for that. The first reason is that Jim and I went and spent Friday night and all day yesterday, which was Saturday, at my sister's house, and spent time with her and her girls and husband, because it's been a while since we did that. And the other reason, I just didn't want to. I wasn't feeling it, and the only stitching I got in yesterday was when I got home from her house, which was 10 o'clock at night, after spending the night there the night before. So I wasn't at home except for like from 10 to midnight yesterday. I could have pulled it out, and that could have been what I stitched on for 2 hours. I didn't. I didn't want to. So this got 3 days. It got Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, which is why you were probably like, how did she get all of that done in 2 evenings? I didn't. Part of that was yesterday. So what's going to happen is I'm either going to combine 2 Heaven and Earth designs next Saturday and work on them both, which would be better for my sanity, or I'm just not going to work on that one. So I will break my own mania plans. We'll see what actually happens. I like to think that I would stick to working on everything, if even if I just work on it for like an hour. But we'll see. Do you want back up here, buddy? Come on. Come on. You can do it. He was like, pick me up. Do my bidding, woman. And then today I switched to the project that I was supposed to switch to today, which is Mermaid's Folly by the Courtney Collection. I'm not taking this out of this bag. You guys have seen this enough now. So it's this piece. You can see I've got it in my little hefty bag with lots of extra floss, which is DMC 935. I just kind of cleared out the bin at my Michael's. I am still working, I finished this page, and I had said before that I was going to come down and do this page, like, because there's like 2 in a section. I got up this morning pre-coffee and started working on it, and was like, why did I leave a thread hanging? That's weird. Why would I have done that? I'll figure it out later, and moved and started doing this page. So, and then after I'd been working on it for a little bit, where I obviously wasn't going to not work on that page, I was like, oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to just completely do it and then work all the way across in the design. Whatever. I'm getting stitching done. So I started, here's the end of page 1. I started on page 2, and I've gotten that much done today. This piece is just so soothing and easy. I mean, there's lots of opportunities for counting mistakes on this piece. Lots of them. But, you know, it's going pretty well. Still absolutely loving this fabric. Absolutely loving this fabric. It is perfect for this. It is exactly what I want. Kind of want to lick it. And kind of weird. It's just, it's beautiful. It's perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. So I'm going to work on that today. I'm only giving myself the one day on that because I was just working on it. And then tomorrow I'm switching to one I haven't worked on since last year sometimes, Circle of Friends. And I'm going to work on that memorabilia for 2 days. I'm going to try to do some fun stitching on it, and I'm going to force myself to do some 1/1 skin on it, which is what made me put that piece down and not want to look at it for a long time. Isn't that right, buddy? I tilt back so you can get some bust direction. He's like, woman, would you stop? Jim is at the gym. He's not always at the gym. It's just, it's a good time for me to film when he leaves the house, because it's weird talking to a camera when your significant other is in the house, but not like doing it with you. So, what has happened in my life that I haven't talked to you guys about since my last vlog? Lots of work. Lots of work. Going up and spending that time with my sister and her kids. Today, I'm going to tell myself, yeah, buddy. I've been doing a lot of, if I won the lottery, daydreaming. We all do that. And like, well, this is what I would buy. I would have this stitching room and this craft room, and I would build this dream house. But I will admit, my dream house is not like a get lost in mansion. It's much bigger than my townhouse, but I don't know if I would call it humble, but not redonkulous. So I've been kind of dreaming about that, the, you know, what ifs. Watching Sister Wives that I had DVR'd. I watched an episode of Grimm that I DVR'd. I was trying to watch some Flosstube this morning, and something was going wonky with our internet. Like, I was trying to watch the vlog that Trisha put up, and it would like play for a second and then like pause, and play for a second and pause. I don't know what's going on. I had done a bad thing, obviously, a few months ago, before I got really, well, not longer ago than a few months ago. It was before I was like really into Flosstube. And our internet price had gone up, and I got mad about it, but they're like, the people we have our internet through are like the only people around here that offered cable internet. So I wanted to give them the finger, but I couldn't because they're kind of my only option for reals. And so, but I downgraded it to like the cheapest economy internet that they have, cable. And I probably need to take it back up again, because I think it's my fault that I'm having this problem when like Jim's trying to do stuff and I'm trying to stream, and you know, all of our neighbors are probably trying to stream, so my bad. It's probably my fault. And I'm not leaving my house today. I refuse. I could go to the grocery store, and probably should go to the grocery store, but I'm not doing it. I don't want to people today. I'm staying right here. And I probably could sweep my floor and clean the Buster tumbleweeds up, because this cat sheds like no other. Big white fluff balls if I'm not constantly at it. But I'm not doing that either. It's my dirt. And honestly, there's really not dirty. It's just got his fur on it. And your cat, you know, it's your cat. Whatever. I'll clean it later. So I've laid some pre-marinated chicken breasts that I had in the freezer out to thaw, that I'm going to talk Jim into grilling for dinner tonight. And I'm gonna make probably some couscous and vegetables and stuff that I have on hand, and we're not leaving. Alright guys, I'm gonna quit rambling, and I will try to do a slideshow right after this of like progress on these pieces as I've worked on them for the second half of Mania. See? Cat fur. Do you guys see that? That's where I'm petting Buster. That's how much this cat sheds. And I will see you guys when I'm vlogging in a few days. Bye. Hey guys, it is Monday, May 23rd. I'm getting this together. It's been a long day at work. I'm home now. I actually got up pretty early this morning, so I didn't sleep well. And then it's weird because I didn't sleep well and I had weird dreams. And then Jim texted me at work today and he was like, "How did you sleep? I had weird dreams all night." Weird. So something must have been going on that was messing with both of us, or maybe I fixed something weird for dinner last night. I don't know. And then my face is breaking out like I'm a teenage girl. I am 34 years old. This should be done, but apparently it's hereditary, so I'm going to struggle with this the rest of my life. So ignore this. I have switched to Circle of Friends today. So I worked some this morning. And morning time is not a time for 1/1. So this morning, I got this in, which is the start of the third girl's dress. And then today I have been working more after work on 1/1 skin. Some of the coloring is weird, but it's the called for colors on this. So I'm hoping that once I get the back stitching in, it's going to look more normal. That's where we are right now on this. There's obviously much more dress on both of these because I have them done to the bottom, lower in the Q-snap. But I'm going to finish off this strand of 1/1 and then I'm going to go back to regular stitching just because it makes my brain hurt. And I'm exhausted, probably because I didn't sleep well and I got up early. So I came home from work and made coffee. So I'm drinking coffee and stitching. And Jim's going to be late, so I'm going to catch up. I'm about to watch the season finale of Grimm. It's like 2 hours, so I'm going to watch that before I get started making dinner. So hopefully you just saw a small slideshow of where I got in progress pics on whips that I started working on the second half of the month so far. And I will put another one of this after this. It is Wednesday. Well, get some good scratching in there. Good timing, Buster. It is Wednesday, May the 24th, and I was just going to share some Kitty enjoying the sunshine. And yeah, Dharma. Very jealous that her brother is getting spotlight. No, Kitty snuggles. Okay, enough cats for now. Back to stitching. Oh, but that's just so sweet. No, they'll try to kill each other in a second, so I'm going to stop this before that happens. Hey guys, it is every single time. It's Tuesday, May the 24th. We're gonna go with that. If I'm wrong, the reasons or evidence to the contrary will pop up somewhere. Okay, today I am working day 2 on the Mirabilia Circle of Friends. For those of you who do not remember this pattern, it is this one. I am doing it on a different fabric, and I'm not putting in the girly pink roses. I am continuing to try to get some 1/1 skin done. I would like to focus at this time, however, on something that is driving me insane about this piece, which is the weird eye placement on this chick. Does she or does she not kind of look like Sloth from Goonies? I have counted it and recounted it and checked it and quadruple checked it. That is where her eye goes. I'm hoping backstitching makes her look less like Sloth. Another close-up of Sloth. Anyway, so I put in some more hair, some more 1/1 skin. Gonna work some more on this arm tonight, hoping to bring it down a little, switch off, do some more hair, or some in this dress over here. That's what I'm working on tonight. I set it up this way so I could have both hands free and I could show you guys some haul that came in. As I went through Stitch Maynia, I discovered that I really like the Silk Weaver Wexford linen, which is a 32 count. I'm not that good with all the different names yet, but I know I like that. So I bought 2 more pieces, not exactly as they looked online, but I still like them and I'll use them for something. They're both solo dyes. This one is like mainly a purpley pink color with like some blues and lighter pinks. Maybe you're getting some good sunlight. And it's weird, this piece, like when you turn it, where you're seeing like a weird green color, that happens in real life too. Like, I'm not sure how that happens, but yeah, at different angles, it looks different colors. Okay, I'll stop dancing around with the fabric. I've been eating peanut butter M&Ms, so I kind of think I'm on a sugar buzz at the moment, which is probably what you're experiencing. This one is very similar, although it's more of a lavender. Like a solid lavender with a little bit of blue. Dance around with the fabric so you can see it. I like both of these. I don't know what I'll stitch on them. I had thought that if I decided to jump in with the Lizzie Kate Spooked Halloween Sale this summer, that I would use one of those pieces for that. But I don't know. I'll use it for something. I also, when Springfield Stitcher did her last video with haul, she showed this piece and I loved it. This is the Sampler Company, the Huntsman Sampler by Brenda Keys. Yeah, and like she said, you see the little guy aiming his gun at the bunny at the top, and she was like, I may change that. I love that he's going to shoot the bunny. I love it. Shoot the bunny. Also, there was a sale. One of the people that I've bought some mirrors from before on eBay, like, had some stuff 30-35% off, including mirrors. And then they offered, if you bought 3, you got free shipping. So of course I bought 4. I bought at the Met. I've already been having thoughts about how I would switch her up. I know Mackenzie really loves charts with a defined border. I don't like charts with a defined border. So like I find myself looking at things and thinking, what wouldn't I stitch? So I probably wouldn't stitch the arch on her. And then I love the Art Deco feel to her though. And so I was looking up all this Art Deco fashion and colors, and maybe one day a fun Art Deco-esque conversion. I know Letitia did a skin conversion on that. I know Kelly is doing a conversion where the dress is cream and she's Egyptian. That's beautiful. So several people are doing this one. I know Kelly's doing her. I know Jessie is doing this one. And seeing this one stitched up is what made me think I have to have that. Mainly the hair. I think I would save her hair for last so that I could just enjoy it. I may or may not stitch the border on this. I don't know. I kind of like just her holding her shell. The borders freak me out. I don't know, they're not really me. But this is Bluebeard's Princess, in parenthesis, Mirabella. I also bought the Garden Party. I didn't like this one until I saw someone on Instagram had stitched it on like a dark midnight blue. It was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And it really made the lanterns look like they were glowing in the middle of the night. So when I stitch this, it is going on a dark, nighttime, deep blue fabric. Those lanterns are just amazing. They're my favorite part of this. The lanterns and the bird. This one, it's extremely popular right now, but I liked it when it came out. I still like it. I liked it even more when I saw someone convert the face into something a wee bit less snooty. And when I started thinking about how I would change the corset bust of the dress to be something other than hot pink or fuchsia, I really loved her. Gypsy Queen. I wish I could remember who converted the face. I want to say it was Pyrex Stitches, but that might be completely wrong. All of you Stitch Maniacs, you know, she actually uploaded the change that she did on the Stitch Maynia files section so that everybody can see how she changed it up. Just the part, this little part that she edited. But it looks so good. It looks so good. I really like her. I love the lanterns. My house is full of lanterns that look like that. I have them, one over there on the china cabinet, and I have one in my bathroom, and there's one in my bedroom. I love them. Love them. Okay, so I guess that's it. Jim is gone at the moment. He is over at his brother's house for nerd night. And so that means I have the evening to myself, and I'm going to stitch and watch TV and chat with some people and do my thing. So see you later. I'll be back later this week or tomorrow, whenever. Bye. Hey guys, it is Saturday, May the 29th, and I have a finish. We're here on my kitchen table. Still some light coming through the door, so let's check this out. My Josephine. She's done. As you guys know, this is the kit Romantic Mademoiselle from RTO. It is a Russian kit. I ordered it on eBay for anyone who wants to stitch it. I've also seen it for sale on So and So, the UK site. I've had lots of questions about where to get it, so there you go. Just search Romantic Mademoiselle on eBay and she pops right up. I threw out the Ada she came with and bought a piece of a fat eighth of 32 count Murky by Picture This Plus off of 123 Stitch. and that is what she's on. And Dharma is yelling in the background for some reason. Let's do some close-ups. Start from the bottom. Back stitching on her lips and her nose and her eyes. And she has little pearl millhill beads on her earrings. I love how tiny this little bee is. Doesn't really want to focus that close. So cute. So that's her. I'm going to be honest, the finish is a little bittersweet. I really wanted her done. I wanted to be able to finish her and frame her, and I told myself if I finished a lady, I could start a lady. So I'm considering her a lady and am starting something new very soon. But I know I said when I started her, I bought this piece because in the throes of grieving my dad, right after he died, I saw this piece online. And despite that going on, she still made me smile. So in my head, this has been kind of helping me process grief. And I'm not done grieving yet, but she's done. So I think that my next lady that I start will just continue that process. But here is Josephine in all her glory, completed. I'm going to fold her and put her in a box of completes until I get a frame that I feel is suitable to frame her in. Yes, Dharma, gracious. I know. What is it? Oh. Obviously, she needed attention. Alright guys, I will catch you one more time probably before this goes live. Bye. Hey guys, it is Monday, May the 30th. I was going to do a more formal filming, but I'm kind of in a funk. I've kind of been in a funk since Saturday, so I'm just going to kind of tag this on to the end and go from there. I finished Josephine, put a clip of that in right before this. I'll edit that in. And I worked, sorry, I didn't move away from her. I was going to work on some full coverage pieces. That was what was scheduled Friday and Saturday, and just didn't want to. They're probably going to get moved to the back of my closet. I'm not getting rid of them. I wouldn't officially call them UFOs, but they are going to be inactive. So that's happening. But I worked on Josephine for 4 days. She's done. I switched over and started back to August Peridot Theory. I'm getting a lot of black filled in on her. A lot of black stitching. Got some of the purple done on there as well. I'm going to work on her for the rest of the day. And then I am switching over to Angel of Love. I'm hoping Angel of Love gets me out of the funk that I'm in. We'll see. I don't know. Real life, right? Real life. So, depression's a real thing. And I would say that mine is probably grief-induced. But, I mean, it is what it is. So, I will continue to attempt to get myself out of this funk. And one of the things that I'm going to try to do that with is a new start. I'm hoping that my fabric that I ordered is what I hoped it will be when it arrives, and I'm hoping it will get here tomorrow. I tracked it a little bit ago, and it looks like it's in Atlanta, so it should make its way up to me either. If it doesn't get delivered tomorrow, I would say it will be delivered on Wednesday. I had seen this piece, someone stitching it on Instagram, and was just kind of in awe. The colors were beautiful. It's vibrant and happy. Even though the girl in it, and remember I said that if I finished a lady I could start another lady. In my head I was thinking of Mirabilia, but this is going to be my next lady. But she looks very sad and forlorn and wistful, but her hair. This is a French chart. In fact, the chart is pretty much entirely in French. It's called Le Clef, and it is a Miu design. Le Clef means the key, and you can see she's clutching this key to her chest. The piece over her ear and her hair, on the back of her head and her hair, and the key are all solid beading. This piece takes like 10 packs of beads from Mill Hill. I'll buy this later because it's going to be a long time before I'm ready to bead this, but I'll get the vibrant, happy threads, and hopefully the fabric will be what I want it to be. Tracy bought it too. When I saw it and fell in love with it and was telling her about it, I sent her a copy of what it looks like, and I think we bought the only two left from the seller on eBay. So if anyone else is interested in it, that's not going to where you get it till they restock. I'm sorry if I'm a downer, and this is going to be my last clip, so that's going to be a huge downer. But right after this, I'll put in a little slideshow of the days that I worked on Josephine and August Peridot Fairy, and then that's going to be it. I'll put anything else that I get done on Peridot Fairy and Angel of Love on my video for June. That's it. Maybe I'll put in a Happy Buster clip or something, snatch it off of something and put as an upper on the end of this. And yeah. Sorry guys. Happy stitching, and I'll see you next time. Tell your fans hello. Do you love Flosstube? Do you love all the Flosstubers? Yeah, you do. Mwah. Buster says hi.